Welcome to Toffee TV. It is the Everton News Daily. Mason Holgate has said that he aims to improve every day. Speaking to Everton TV, he said that not many 23-year-old centre-backs are playing regularly in the Premier League, and he understands that he has made a lot of progress this season. He said he just wants to work hard. He's always been convinced that he was a centre-back, he said, but maybe he didn't appreciate that you had to be a stronger and more physical player to be able to play in that role, and he's grown into it, he feels, and is currently enjoying his best run in the Premier League. Speaking about Sunday's disappointing 4-0 defeat at Chelsea, he said we had an off day. Everybody has off days, but we have to work hard and make sure that we cut out the silly mistakes if we're to improve. But he's been fantastic, Holgate, and okay, Sunday he didn't have a great game, but it's good to see, you know, a young player just signed a new 5-year deal last week, talking about having to work hard, having to improve, and, you know, he's turning into being a real excellent centre-back for Everton, and hopefully he can continue that improvement as we move forward. Jibril Sidibe says he would be happy to stay at Everton beyond this season. He was speaking to French media team, spoke about being at Everton, spoke about having the green light from Carlo in terms of staying. I'm not convinced, to be honest. I don't think he was ever going to sit on French television and say, no, I'm not going to stay when, you know, there's still 9 games to play for this season. And also, the other side of that is Everton, I don't think, are going to indicate to him that they don't want to keep him if that's the case this early. It may well be that he does sign. He's obviously available for 13.5 million, I think it is, in the summer. But like I say, I'm unsure whether he actually will stay or Everton will actually want to buy him. Again, we just have to wait and see on that one, won't we? Everton again today linked with Sassuolo winger Jeremy Boga. He's available for around £15 million, apparently. He's compared himself to Eden Hazard, said that's the level he thinks he can get to. Wouldn't be bad, would it? Carlo Ancelotti obviously seen him at close quarters, managing in Italy, and come across Boga a couple of times. And Italian media saying that Everton have kept tabs on him all season, and he could potentially move this summer. Crystal Palace director of football Dougie Freedman is apparently still interested in taking Cenk Tosun from Everton on a permanent basis. The Turkish striker damaged his ACL last week in training with Crystal Palace. He's had the operation, I think this week he's having the operation, and it'll probably see him out of action for between 6 and 9 months, which kind of rules out a Crystal Palace permanent deal in the summer. Whether or not they come back for him next January, if he's fit, who knows? Found that story a little bit strange, to say the least. And Martin Atkinson has been confirmed as the referee for Monday's Merseyside derby at Goodison Park. Michael Oliver is the VAR for that one. It's Atkinson's 7th derby. He also refereed the Goodison derby last season, which ended 0-0. Both supporters have been equally scathing in the appointment. Evertonians fuming, but Liverpool fans equally unhappy. It seems they hate him as well. So there you go. Another piece of derby news. Alisson has been ruled out of the derby on Monday. A hip injury keeping him out of Liverpool's game in Atletico Madrid and the Merseyside derby. So Adrian will be in goal for both of those games. And then coronavirus update. As fears increase in the UK, apparently Premier League clubs have had meetings regarding playing games behind closed doors. A lot of people coming out and saying they're not in favour of that. They'd rather it be suspended. There's some rumours that it may even lead to the season being cancelled if there isn't an end to the threat of the coronavirus. Bernard was speaking to ESPN and he said the players would be really sad to play games behind closed doors, and I don't think, in my opinion, it would be good for the Championship. The Premier League is all about the fans, and it would be not the same playing in empty stadiums. Other people have come out in support of this and said that, you know, they don't think it's fair if the games are played behind closed doors. Pep Guardiola is not a fan of it as well. So, you know, the more people that start to discuss this, maybe the Premier League gonna have, you know, a decision to make, because it is about the supporters, isn't it? That's all it's about. Playing games in empty stadiums it doesn't, it doesn't make sense, especially if you're trying to, if you're trying to contain something like, the coronavirus, and the latest report is we're 2 weeks behind Italy. Stop everything for a few weeks and see if we can get hold of it and then let things settle down. But, you'll have to watch this space to see whether there's any changes on that. But at the moment, the next stage is them playing Premier League games behind closed doors. So let's see what happens there. Make sure you give the video a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't, and if you want more videos, join us on Patreon. See you later.